All right, so you know how everyone's always talking about like degrees, degrees, degrees?
Right.
Well, we're kind of diving into that today.
Okay.
We're looking at this script called Success Beyond Degrees.
Interesting.
It's all about, how skills and mindset, they say those are really what makes you successful these days.
Yeah, makes sense. Like what you can actually do,
Exactly.
not just, a piece of paper.
Exactly. So we're going to figure out, what makes somebody unstoppable in their career.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So this script is saying it's more about like proof over pedigree.
Okay.
It's like, you can have all the fancy degrees, but can you actually like deliver?
Right, right. Can you actually do the thing?
They actually had this story about a tech startup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think it was in Madrid.
Okay.
And they chose a self-taught app developer
Wow.
over somebody with a master's degree.
So they saw the skills.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Sundar Pichai.
Oh, yeah, Google's CEO.
Yeah.
He didn't study, like, computer science or anything.
No.
He studied metallurgy.
Metallurgy, that's wild.
Yeah, and he's now heading, like, a huge tech company.
A huge tech company. I guess that shows it right there.
It's really interesting to see this happening.
Yeah.
This shift, towards actual skills,
Definitely.
what you can demonstrate.
Yeah. The script even mentions that, like, companies in Spain, they're really struggling to find people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because youth unemployment's a big issue.
Wow.
But they need coders,
Yeah.
people who can think critically, solve problems.
Yeah.
And get this, there was an MIT study,
Okay.
and they found that adaptability,
Okay.
it's like 3 times more valuable than technical skills alone.
Wow.
3 times.
That's huge. So really like adaptability.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the key thing here.
It really seems like it.
But what does that even look like?
Right? Like, how do you actually be adaptable?
Yeah.
So the script digs into that a bit. They talk about 3 key skills
Okay.
for adaptability.
Okay.
The first one's problem solving.
Okay. Makes sense.
And they bring up this concept called jugaad.
Jugaad.
Yeah, it's like an Indian approach.
Oh,
They
right.
kind of turn constraints, limitations
Yeah.
into like opportunities.
Okay.
So imagine like fixing a water pump
Oh, wow.
with just, a piece of wire
Okay.
and like some chewing gum wrapper.
Wow. That's like,
Jugaad!
that's incredible.
It's like that MacGyver kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Resourcefulness.
I actually read about these students in India.
Oh, yeah.
They built an air conditioner
Wow.
out of recycled materials.
That's amazing.
Yeah, totally using jugaad. It's like thinking outside the box, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever had like a jugaad moment?
Yeah, I think I have.
Yeah.
You know those moments where you're just like stuck
Yes.
and you got to just figure something out?
Right.
I think we all have those.
It's absolutely, yeah.
So that's problem solving.
Okay.
Then they move on to learnability.
Learnability, okay.
Yeah, like being open to learning new things all the time.
So it's not just about what you already know.
No, definitely not. Continuous learning is key, they say.
Yeah, you got to keep growing.
Exactly.
Makes sense in this fast-changing world, right?
Right. They even mentioned some top CEOs in Spain. They actually like block off time.
No way.
Yeah, like 15 minutes every day.
What to learn?
Yeah, on platforms like Coursera.
Wow.
So it's like a mental workout, right?
Yeah,
Keep those skills sharp.
I like that.
And then the third skill is resilience.
Okay, resilience. Yeah, that's a big one.
Huge. And they talked about some UK startups, they actually pivoted like multiple times.
What, like they changed their business model?
Yeah, totally changed direction before they actually found success.
Wow, so they didn't give up.
Nope. They just
Yeah.
kept adapting. And that's the point they're making,
Yeah.
You can be super skilled, but if you don't have resilience, you're not going to get anywhere.
Right, because you're going to hit roadblocks.
Exactly. It's all about bouncing back from setbacks, learning from mistakes, and just like adapting.
So how can people actually build that adaptability?
Right. Well, the script talks about this thing called T-shaped skills.
T-shaped skills. Okay, I'm intrigued.
Mhm. So think of the letter T.
Okay.
The vertical line, that's like your deep expertise.
Oh, okay, so like your specialty.
Yeah. And then that horizontal line, that's like broad knowledge and curiosity.
Oh, so you're not just like a specialist in one tiny thing.
Exactly.
You have some wider interests and understanding too.
Right. You can see the bigger picture,
Okay.
And companies like IBM, they really value this.
Why is that?
Well, because those people, they can kind of connect the dots
Oh, I see.
across different fields. They can collaborate.
All right.
And they often come up with really cool innovations.
That makes a lot of sense. So it's about being a specialist, but also a bit of generalist.
Exactly.
And the best part is anyone can actually develop these T-shaped skills.
Right. You just got to figure out what your core expertise is, what you're really good at,
Yeah.
and then just be curious about other things.
Just keep learning.
Yeah.
This has been so interesting. So, like, degrees are important.
Yeah,
They can, like, open doors for sure.
for sure.
But, to really succeed,
Yeah.
it's about the skills and the mindset.
Right. That growth mindset.
Always growing, always learning.
Always learning.
So, what skill are you going to focus on this month?
That's a great question.
Yeah, to make yourself more adaptable. For the jobs of the future,
I'm going to have to think about that.
think about it.